Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor be unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Racha HaKwadash. Double honors to the elder apostles as well as the elder bishops who labored to teach us this truth. Salutations to the hopeful elect out there pushing this word in truth, sincerity, and indeed. I'm your brother Chapat Tazah from the Great Millstone Chicago branch, coming at you with another real quick, Lord willing, edifying lesson. And as you can see from the title of the article, it says Iran and Russia have officially agreed to use national currency instead of US dollars when exchanging with one another. Now, this rhetoric has been going back and forth between Iran, Russia, China, basically most of the BRICS countries. But see, now heading into 2024, these deals are now being finalized. See, at first it was just, propositions put on paper, things of that nature. But now these things are being agreed to and finalized, okay? And there's a lot of that going on. Really look for more and more deals to become finalized within these next couple of months as far as the total de-dollarization of the global market, all right? Because these countries, they're going to be trading in their own currencies, but eventually they're going to develop their own digital currency, their own digital bank, what have you, okay? Where they'll be able to make transactions amongst each other without having to buy US dollars, okay? So that is very pivotal because we here in America, all right, for the longest until recently, have enjoyed our standard of living because all these other countries had to buy up US dollars. They had to buy up US debt in order to trade globally. But now that just isn't so. So these other countries are officially cutting the middleman out. And this is a strategically planned chess move in the grand scheme of things, which all world wars, they start off economic, but then they eventually go physical. Okay, because this right here is one of many other nails in the coffin in the U.S. economy, which is going to drive these countries into eventual world war. Okay. Now, with this new agreement, okay, not only are they using their own currencies, not only are they sidestepping America, Iranian authorities have said military cooperation with Russia is expanding. It says Iran said in November it had finalized arrangements for Russia to provide it with Su-35 fighter jets, Mi-28 attack helicopters, and Yak-130 pilot training aircraft. Okay, so what you're going to see happening is Russia is going to start arming these other countries with some of their artillery. Okay. Because Russia is also a powerhouse. United States isn't the only superpower that's really gunned up, that got a whole lot of toolery. All right. Russia is right there. China is right there. OK, so they're going to be trading. And like I said, they're going to be giving military weaponry to these other countries so that they can defend themselves, OK, from U.S. backed opposition. OK. So this thing is major. This is very, very major. And it just so happens to come at a time where we're transitioning into the new year, man. So 2024 is shaping up to be a very tumultuous year for Americans. It's shaping up to be a very, very beautiful year for the men and the believers of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai. But for everybody else, the windows is getting darker and darker, man. Okay? The future is looking darker and darker for this fucking place. And 2024 is going to be a hell of a year. Like I said, with these countries de-dollarizing, dumping U.S. treasuries, okay, purchasing less and less U.S. dollars, man, all those dollars are going to flood back in the market and it's going to cause inflation to eventually segue into hyperinflation. Okay, and that's when all hell is really going to truly break loose here in America. And all time, with all this going on, like I said, you still got the migrant crisis going on. You have the retail apocalypse just fucking up retail and commerce left and right here in America, man. All right. Small businesses are being thrashed. And you already know they're getting ready for another demic. So 2024 it is shaping up to be a wild ass year. All right, you got Trump getting ready to run for president again, and all the obstacles that they're trying to throw in his way, or that they're setting up. Okay, but this place is through. This is the book of Isaiah 33:1. Woe to thee that spoilest, and thou was not spoiled, and dealest treacherously, and they dealt not treacherously with thee. Isn't that America? Isn't that how America got supremacy over the world? All right, treacherous dealings, right? It says, when you shall cease to spoil, thou shalt be spoiled. And when you shall make an end to deal treacherously, they shall deal treacherously with thee. And that's exactly what you see going on, all right, with America. Okay, that's exactly what you see. You're going to see a lot of allies turning their backs on America. A lot of allies are now joining Russia and China and Iran as far as the BRICS coalition is concerned. And this is really just setting up the stage for World War III. It's more isolation of the United States and the state of Israel, the occupation of Israel, all right, versus everybody else, the oil countries, Asia, you name it, man, all throughout the Middle East, so-called, all right, which is not the Middle East, but for the sake of understanding, we just can call it that, all right, the Arab world, for that matter, okay? The Arab world is uniting against America. And Russia is one of the driving factors behind this thing, man. So look for cost of living to increase astronomically, as well as the standard of living to decrease dramatically here in America, man. All right. These are the steps that is pushing America towards finally being that third world country status. A lot of people don't believe that when you tell them this, but this is the prophecy. OK. The doors are getting ready to be shut in the streets. People are going to be eating their food by measure and with carefulness, man. And there's just going to be lawlessness in the streets. Crime is going to skyrocket like it already is, man. Okay? So just beware. But Esau, Edom, you're out of there. You're fucking finished. This is the book of Obadiah, verse 7. All the men of thy confederacy have bought thee even to the border. It says, the men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him. So everybody that had to eat the bread with America, everybody that had to buy that US dollar in order to trade so that their economies wouldn't go bust, all those people that were under that oppression, under the sanctions, they just fucking rerouted everything, man. And now they're making deals amongst each other. Okay? So let's just keep a lookout for this, man, because this is real serious. And like I said, they've been in talks about it. They've created paperwork about it. But now all these other nations, they're starting to finalize these agreements going into 2024. So it's going to be a hectic fucking year, man. So with that, hope this was